Hey guys, I think we might have another cheater here. So this is a game I was playing PSC Bob Larry, and the entire other team was essentially accusing this guy right here, Veinahdih53, of cheating from about round 2. So we're just going to play through it and check it out. So there was a bit of droning at the start, which makes sense. He was being accused of wallhack, so he might be able to see this person here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And let's just take it for a second.
Bomb located by attackers.
It looked like there was a little twist back.
A bomb has been located.
Just there. Maybe just been to get around the corner, but maybe not. Okay. Now we just listen carefully for the audio here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I could not hear a single thing there, and there was no drones down there. No one was pinging, and no one actually in the game was talking about that at all. So first one was a bit suspicious, but not concrete yet. It's a quick drone. I guess he was ready for Doc, but Doc wasn't ready for him. There was a bit of audio cue there, so give him the benefit of the doubt. And because he was facing this direction, the Veinahdih was out of his line of sight. So if he did have the wall hacks, he wouldn't have seen it coming anyway. Push on to round 2.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Ten seconds left before insertion.
No droning whatsoever here.
5 seconds remaining.
Not moving.
Attackers are moving to
just
defuse the bomb.
So we'd say maybe he's framing here. He's not taking these windows. Could have been luck. Usually you'd be aiming around this corner, but he didn't do that. That was very suspicious. Yeah, okay, so straight through the wall. Straight onto the head. I think we yeah. Straight through the wall, blasting his head. That was very suspicious. Trying to finish off, but can't. And we did just see Valk's shoulder just before it popped around and before he started shooting, so that alone wasn't concrete. Now somehow he knows the left is clear and no one's to his right. Again, there was no drones, and in this round there wasn't much communication either. Probably not a recoil macro going on, but potentially some walls. But at this stage, I think we have to say most likely possibly
Attackers
some
need to
wall
locate
cheats.
and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb. Ten seconds remaining.
It was around this round when all the chat
5
was
seconds
going
to
off
insertion.
accusing him of cheating.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
So no aiming at any of these doors here. He's just framed them all in his screen so he knows where they are. But that could be a flick too. Again, potential framing going on here. Not worrying about that camera. Seeming to care over here about that window. But again, there's only 3 players left, and if he does have walls, he saw all 3 of them over there. So right now we are getting some call-outs. Okay, so this is round 3. He's playing Blitz this time. And he's on 5 kills. Not moving at all. Not aiming at any of these doors, just punching straight through. Again, keeping in mind that he was accused of cheating in the last round. So he might be trying to hide this time. And if I was cheating, that's exactly what I would do too. Yeah, so if you're cheating, what you don't want to do is obviously walk up and look at people through walls, but if you see them through a wall, you can throw a drone up to make it pretend like the drone saw them not shooting. Alright, not much of a surprise to get that one. Missed the shots there. Let's push on to round 4. And now, in the chat, it's everyone is
Attackers
really
need to
piling
locate
forward
and
saying
defuse as many bombs as they can.
he is cheating. So if you see him just pausing and not doing much, that's probably
5
why.
seconds to insertion.
He's trying to defend himself.
Attacker's objective is to defuse the bomb.
This is him typing in the chat. Maybe not the most experienced player either. You can see here Thatcher putting down that C4. Very normal thing in this map. And for that spot exactly. So let's go to round 5, which is the final round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Looking for a wall, however, he'll get out of there anyway. And just a bad name, but picked up much worse. They're using Jackal because they're really suspecting of cheating. That one was fine, he could hear the audio cue. That was lined up at head crouch, which is again suspicious, but not too bad. And he's just replying to the chat now. Now, how did he know he was coming out of that wall? Not sure. If we look around... Okay, so he's up on the stairs here. He also wouldn't know where he is, so he didn't give any call-outs or anything, but somehow... he knew in that corner.
Seconds to go. 10 seconds left.
That was a good shot. So I would have to say probably another cheater this time.